Hey guys, this is Marco from Emerald Sky, and in this video I'm going to talk to you about what is the metaverse and how does it work so you know what to look forward to. So as I mentioned, we're going to talk about everything that has to do about the metaverse and how it works. How do I get into the metaverse? How do I use it? And how do I benefit from it for work or for entertainment or anything else in life, family maybe. Also, if this is your first time here, in this channel I speak about everything that has to do with entrepreneurship, business, online marketing, and now the metaverse. So make sure to hit that like and subscribe so you don't miss anything that's coming up in the future. So here we go, we're gonna go over five main points about what the metaverse is. Point number one is, what is the metaverse? So normally when you think about the metaverse, you think about something like this. This here is the Oculus Quest 2, and it's from the company now called Meta, which was before Facebook. And in this case, you can see inside. This is their latest model. They're gonna come out with a new one, which will be called the Meta Quest. And that one, they say it's gonna be even more built exactly for the metaverse. But even with the ones that are already out and even the ones in the past, you can still get into what would be the metaverse. So what is the metaverse? There are many different things that have to do with the metaverse, but if I had to put it into a phrase, it would be basically like the internet, but you're inside of the internet. It's a thing where, for example, you're at a store, you're trying to buy something online. Normally online, you can't really try things on. You can't. It's basically you don't know what's gonna happen. You can buy like a blouse or a t-shirt on Amazon, and you're hoping that it'll be good, hoping that it'll fit, and that they're not gonna, it's a bad quality or it doesn't look good on you. Imagine now you have your own avatar that you've built that has the same dimensions as you, and you go to an online store, you pick out the outfit that you want, you try it on online, and you see, okay, it looks perfect. So I know that that's what I'm gonna look like in real life. And then I purchase it, and then it comes to me, and I already know it fits because I tried it on my avatar. So it's a way to get into the internet, but actually, as in the movies, you can literally walk in there, like in Ready Player One, for example. If you watch that film, they can do literally anything they want. It's at the beginning, it's going to be like this. Of course, it's a little bit heavy. Well, this one's not that heavy, and then they have this thing that helps your head with the balance and whatnot. But eventually, they're going to have even just regular glasses, like a regular seeing glasses that is going to have what's called augmented reality, which is going to be a mixture of virtual reality and regular life. So I'm going to be able to walk around my house, go around the city, and then there's going to be things that I can see, that I can touch and click on and whatnot. And that's going to be amazing. It's going to be, especially for work, you can have multiple screens. You can see colleagues, say hi to them, even though they're halfway around the world. Stuff like that is going to come up. So it's going to be much more cleaner and simpler than this. Even some are even coming up with contact lenses for augmented reality. That's going to be amazing. So as I mentioned, the metaverse is going to revolutionize everything. For example, for meetings, we've already been starting to do that in my team. Each of us little by little is getting a helmet, and we already have meetings in the metaverse. We're using for the Quest, there's something that's called Horizon, which has many different things. There's one that's Horizon Worlds, where you go out and explore and make friends and create a room for yourself, a city if you want, etc. And then there's Horizon Workrooms, which is what my team uses for work. It's incredible because it feels like you're really there with them in real life. So in our case, our team works all around the world. So when traveling, of course, I can meet with them. Right now, for example, we're in USA, we're in France, we're in Mexico. Normally before, it was just a Zoom meeting, It was we even started using this thing called Gather, which has lets you have a little avatar that looks like a Pokemon game, but you're all there, and then you meet, and then you see the cameras, and that's better. But it's still on camera. I mean, it's still something like Zoom. And I noticed that as much as you try to be enthusiastic, if you're on video, first of all, nobody really likes to show their background. So most of the time it's gonna be, they're not gonna show their video. And then after that, it's really just, so how are you guys doing? Good. How's this update coming? Great. Anybody have any questions? No. Okay, well, all right, see you next week. Next week. and it's not very interesting, I felt. So we got this, and we have now been meeting in Horizon workrooms, and it's been amazing. It's incredible. It's like really like your team is literally right next to you, and I can see like he's in France, he's in Mexico, he's in the United States, she's in another part of France, etc. And it's like we're right in front of each other, and it almost feels like we can even like high five. it's amazing. And you can share your screen, you can have it project on the wall of your office, and everybody can see it as if it was a live presentation. In fact, many companies are now doing this thing where they're giving workshops, they're giving lectures, etc. in the metaverse, especially in workrooms for Horizon. And you can see them all sitting down. The person is there pointing at things. Even my team has done a little bit. You can clearly say, hey, can you help? You can point at the person you're talking to. It's really like it's in real life, and it's connecting people that are extremely far away together, and it makes you feel like you're right there with them. That to me is incredible. That's amazing. Especially for a remote team like ours, it's bringing us together, and it's now that when we have these meetings, we usually don't want to leave because it's so amazing. It's so awesome. We can actually talk to each other, see our facial expressions. We can make jokes. We can play games, and it's a total different experience. I feel like we're actually becoming more knit because of this, because of the metaverse tools that are available. So, I mean, there's other things that of course the gaming is another full different level. It's almost like you're inside of a movie rather than you're playing a game. It's not at all the same thing. And many other things which I'm going to cover in a little bit, but in essence, it's really a way to connect people virtually. That's really what it comes down to. For me, that's what I feel is the key thing for the metaverse, is to connect many people virtually that would normally never interact because they're so far away. That's to say it doesn't mean like, oh, now I'm never gonna travel or go out because of I can just see it in the metaverse. No, of course not. It doesn't replace that, but it makes it more accessible, where you're like, I want to have a different experience, to have connect with other people. I mean, because normally, yes, you can travel, and that's yes. But then if you want to connect with that person, usually it's with WhatsApp, usually it's with chat. The best thing you can do is with video. But say you have a family on the other side of the world, you can have them in the same room with you, and it's like they're there with you. So of course, little by little, I'm encouraging my family to get them so that we can do this. So this brings to point number 2. I would say, what can you do? You can work, you can play, of course, you can do sports, you can do education, you can do in-depth learning, and you can also even design. So for example, my brother Isaac, he's doing 3D animation in his school, and he's starting to get interested, for example, in VR capabilities of doing 3D rendering. Because he's saying now it's no longer where I'm using a mouse and I have to move the design every angle and do things in here. If you do it in VR, which is now available, you can literally use your hand and be like, okay, move it, change it here, pull, whatnot, like it's in front of you, like a clay mold. Like That is incredible. That I imagine that makes the work so much faster and more efficient that way. So those are the capabilities that you can do, and those are available. Everything like that I mentioned, it's already available. It's not like, oh, it's gonna come up in 10 years. Like, that's what I actually thought when I first heard it. Like, oh yeah, the metaverse is gonna come up, and yeah, of course, in 10 years for sure. I mean, they're working on it, but no, it's already available. You just have to go and get one of these guys, and doesn't have to be this one. Just use it, and you're gonna see it's already available for you. So those are the main things that you can do. And then for point number 3 is the benefits. So some people ask me, what benefits can this have in my daily life? Because some people say like, well, I don't know if I want to buy one of these, and then I'm not even going to use it, and it's a little bit of money, and then I don't know, like I feel like I'm just going to watch some movies, and then I'm going to put it on my desk the next day and forget about it. So I understand that, but that's not all you can do. It actually enhances your life. So things that it enhances are, for example, work. So I've been using this thing called Immersed, which I really love because it puts you in a virtual environment where you can have multiple screens. I believe you can put probably 6 or 7 screens, and they're huge for your computer. You connect it, and then you can put a huge screen here, huge screen there, and it's like you're working with incredibly huge screens, and you can work and multitask. It's quite incredible, and you can, if you need, you can walk away, you can come back. There's a thing where you can now even co-work, so you can have other people there doing their own thing, and you can say, hey Bob, how's work going over there? Over here it's going awesome. Keep going, good continuation. And for me, it's really cool because, for example, if you're out on a trip, you're on the I don't know, like on an airplane trip, you can grab your laptop, you can put it there in front of you, you can connect Immersed, and bam, you have an incredibly huge amount of screens on the plane, and you can just keep working and multitask, do everything quickly. It's to me, it's that's invaluable. Another thing is human relations. People are asking, well, how's it going to affect my relationship with my family, with my friends, with people in general? And to me, actually, it feels like it enhances it. It doesn't replace, of course, going out to have dinner with them, spending time with them, to do an activity, but it enhances it, as in it gives you more options of what to do with them. For example, there's an awesome app that I keep pushing to everybody, which is called 11 Table Tennis, and it's incredible. It actually feels like you're playing at a ping pong table in an apartment in real life. You can basically you hit the ball, and it feels like you have a paddle in your hand. It feels with the same physics as if it was a real person. And of course, there's a way to play with other people, because of course, oh yeah, it's the computer, but you can play with another person in front of you playing ping pong as if they're right in front of you. That was an amazing app for me. And then there's even one of the reviews, if you look, there's a guy that thought it was so real that he actually tried to lean over the table to hit the ball, and he just fell to the ground because he thought he could lean on it. So that's how awesome it is. You can do sports of different kind. For example, you can do boxing, and I use boxing because it tires the heck out of me, and you can feel like you, as hard as you hit, the harder you punch in the game. And later I feel like that I worked out my arms just because of a virtual game. Everything is interactive, so you feel really connected to people. Like, imagine you have a time every week where you play ping pong. You don't even need a table. You just put the helmet on and you start playing with your partner. And then, okay, man, see you next week. That makes me look forward to using it, because it makes me connect with other people. I feel more connected, actually. It's not. It actually does the complete opposite, at least for me, than before. I connect with people in real life, and it gives me another way to connect with people. And I'll even at this point, there's an app called Big Screen, which it's mainly only available here on the Oculus Quest I think 1 and 2. But it's you can literally go to the movies and you can sit. You feel like you're in a big movie theater, like as if you're in real life. You sit, there's people watching, and there's a huge screen like on the movies. So you don't even need to buy a ticket. And you can invite your friends, you can invite your family. Hey guys, we're gonna go all together and watch, I don't know, Spider-Man Homecoming. And then we put it on there and everybody's sitting and watching the movie together. Like that's awesome to me. And then, as I explained before, you can do conferences, and you can see maybe you can be like, okay, well, that's cool and all, but how are the universities, the serious businesses gonna really see this and see it as a capability, and people in avatars and whatnot? Like, it's not really gonna happen. But we are seeing in statistics time and time again that all these big name companies like Louis Vuitton, Google, Microsoft, Walmart, McDonald's, Nike, they're all investing a lot of money in the metaverse because they want to be part of it and sell their brand on it. For example, Nike is doing a new thing where you're going to be able to buy the sneaker and also buy it as, I imagine, as an NFT token that you're going to put on your avatar later. So whatever you buy in the real life, your avatar also has a limited edition sneaker that you can show everybody in real life and in the metaverse. So if they're investing so much money, imagine what's coming up in the future, because that's not even available right now, and the metaverse is already available. So capabilities like that, to provide an office in the metaverse, if people are using it, then they see your company, they see your office, they come in, and you have somebody that greets them and speaks to them and shows them around, and then basically do the transaction right then and there, and you got a customer on the metaverse. So I'm really looking forward to see how the business side develops, because it's an incredible opportunity for any business. It doesn't matter what type of business. It's like a website. You need a website because people otherwise can't find you. It'll be the same thing. Everybody's gonna need to be a part of the metaverse so that they can get to customers there. So keep tuning into the channel here, because I'm gonna start getting more and more into the business side so you can get a part of it. Then point number 4 is another question that I get constantly, is how to balance VR and real life and not get lost. This actually was something that I was afraid of, because I heard on my friends, I heard it on TV, that everybody's getting VR helmets, and before it was called VR, it wasn't even the metaverse. And I was actually thinking, well, I don't know, like it's painted out so negatively in the media or in the movies, where this guy is just 100% on his helmet and he never leaves, and he's like super overweight, never leaves his house and whatnot, really unhealthy. And even though, it's gonna become an addiction, you're gonna not quit being on your helmets, especially for children. But I feel like now that I took a chance, because I was really interested in the aspect of bringing a team together for work. I gave it a shot, and I don't feel that. I don't feel at all that I'm addicted to it. I mean, I don't have it on right now. I would be speaking to you like this. But and even I played games. I really felt like, oh yeah, it's those games that are gonna get you. But I've tried different games, and actually I feel like it's even quite educational for me, because I really feel like the experience is happening to me, and I learned from it, and then I feel that was awesome, and then okay, well, let's keep going, you know. There's also the problem about, you know, oh, what about the eyes? I honestly have not had anything negative. In fact, some doctors even have said that they actually help improve eyesight. And they're even using it, some opticians, optometrists, eye doctors are using it to help the sight of people that have bad eyesight. So, I mean, I don't know. Like, it even, there's some things, because the way that it is, these things here, they're basically binoculars, which they give you the depth that you're looking at far away. And then also close up. So it's making your eyes actually have a type of workout. And curiously enough, I wear contacts and I wear glasses. You can there's a way to also use it even if you have glasses, so don't worry about it. There's just a thing that you connect. But anyways, so if I don't put my contacts on and I put the helmet, things that are far away in the Quest on the helmet look blurry to me, as if they were blurry in real life. Like, I don't know how that even works because it's like in front of my eyes, but because of the way that they're built, you're looking far away, so it's like you're looking at stuff in real life. It's I don't know how to explain it, because I figured if I took off my contact lenses that I would see everything normal, but it mimics real life. So I don't know. There's been some studies that are going on and they have not found anything negative, but still, like, doctors recommend, like, oh, don't wear it for more, consecutively for an hour and a half. Try to take a break, but they even say after the break you can still use it, so I don't know. I use it for work. Sometimes, of course, there's an issue because you tend to not close your eyes when you're using VR, because you're just like focused. So just if you do that, then of course your eyes are gonna start being they're gonna burn a little. So just making sure that you remember, oh, I gotta blink, gotta blink. Then I feel like you're fine. So in terms of children, I would say if they are getting it, because I envision that soon schools are gonna require them, as in something like, we're gonna learn about this thing of the body, and we want them to wear helmets so that they can see the person and like move the person, the teacher moving it, and yeah, look at this part and check it out. So, oh, that's this part of the body and whatnot. They're gonna require it, and eventually, even for trips, I imagine for large conferences and whatnot. Especially because still there's a lot of issues going on with COVID still and any stuff like that. But I imagine eventually at least one class was going to require VR to just teach them about the future, and also to provide something that's really interactive. Because if doctors are starting to use it to train their doctors on how everything looks, and training them on what this is for, this is that, and whatnot, then I imagine they're going to also take advantage for that with that for children. So I would say if they're at home, I use video games and stuff like that sometimes for stress. But for a child, if you're not the type of person that lets them play for an hour every day, maybe just the weekends, if that's for you, whatever works for you, I would say just tops an hour, and then okay, you're good. Keep going. So as long as they don't play for more than an hour, I feel like they're okay. And then point number 5 is what's coming up in the future. So as I mentioned before, something that actually really made the metaverse become alive. It was going to happen eventually, but something that became a catalyst that made it happen now was, of course, the pandemic. Because people wanted to see their friends, their family, they wanted to experience school, because there's almost all students, they lost a year of school in person. So this was made as a way for people to connect further. There were people that were already using the metaverse while COVID was, the pandemic was happening. So this is here, and it is here to stay. That's why Facebook took such a big investment and even changed their name. And Apple, Microsoft, major brands of clothing, major retailers, all of them are investing large amounts of money. I keep hearing from friends that work in large companies, yeah, they have this new department for the metaverse. Nobody knows what they're doing, but they're all there and they're putting a lot of money, and who knows what's going on. So you can see that it's already becoming the plan of all these companies. So I imagine one day they're gonna start branding it. They're gonna start putting it all over on TV, on commercials. They're gonna say, hey, if you're looking for this product, come to our Metaverse store, check it out for 20% off if you come visit it and talk with one of our representatives. And it's gonna be like that. And then one day we're gonna be able to put on glasses or contacts, and we're gonna be able to see our friend that has the contacts or glasses for augmented reality. So that to me is what I'm really interested in. There's even a commercial that the Meta put out where this person is in a concert with her friend, and she's right there. She has the glasses and she sees her as a hologram, or you're playing basketball with people that are wearing the augmented reality glasses, or like I mentioned, you're sitting at your desk and you see your friend right there on his desk in his house, but you're like next to each other. Hey, what's up, bro? Like that to me is what really is gonna make it for me, because I'm really looking forward to like going to a city and looking at animations, looking at art that they're making, but all augmented. All that if you put the glasses off, you just see nothing, but you put them on and it's like a explosion of things going on around you. Oh, of course, some people are afraid that they're gonna put ads, but I don't know. I'm pretty sure there's probably gonna be some ads, yes, of course, but I'm sure it's gonna be regulated. Otherwise, it's just gonna be absolute noise. But we'll see what's how governments and companies are, regulated, so they don't, just put spam all over our face. Otherwise, nobody's gonna want to use it. But I'm looking forward to seeing what that does, because I feel it's going to connect people even further, because you don't have to travel a million miles away to see a friend. You just both of you put glasses on and you can speak a regular conversation, not by video, but a hologram of that person right in front of you. And it's already being done with these types of helmets. So I encourage you, give it a shot. There's actually quite a lot of deals. For example, at Amazon, you can buy it with many payments, and it's not that expensive. It's probably like $60 for 4 months, and you can get it. I would recommend it, at least just to try it, and I think you won't be disappointed. And just keep learning about it, so to see how it can benefit you, your work, even interaction with family that lives far away, for sports, everything. You can do anything with it. So I wouldn't say be afraid of it. Don't be afraid of it. I would say just give it a shot, see what's going on, what everybody's talking about, see how it can benefit you, and what doesn't benefit, of course, don't put that off. But there's other things that it will benefit you. But it is definitely the future of technology. So I would recommend that you would take the time to invest, at least for knowledge, and then to try it out. They're not that expensive, and it's really rewarding when somebody else has it and you interact together. That's incredible. So I hope that these points really helped you. Please leave a comment below of how the metaverse has affected you. What have you tried? How has it been for you so far? Or what things are making you reluctant? I would love to answer you and answer any type of question, concern, advice that I can give you so far of my experience. And I'm looking forward to seeing you in the metaverse. So please give us a like for the algorithm of YouTube, so it shows us to other people looking like yourself for metaverse information. And also subscribe so that we can keep doing this and keep providing you with content. Also keep giving us your questions about any topic that you like, especially in the metaverse, which we're really interested in getting into, so that we can provide you with videos that are really something that you're looking for. So make sure to share. In the next video, we're gonna go into the business aspect of the metaverse, how you can benefit from the metaverse as a business and a company in selling your service or your product. So look out for that video. All right, so looking forward to seeing you guys again, and thank you for watching. Ciao, ciao.